So this morning, I had the weirdest phone call um, while I was at work. This lady, she called complaining about her not having received her unemployment. She was just terminated. And so she's going off. Going off, yelling, screaming. I want you guys to do this. You guys are responsible for this. You did this. You won't let me do this. You won't let me do that. And I'm like, ma'am, I had nothing to do with any of that. I began to get irritated. Because she wouldn't let me get a word in. And I knew she was just venting and she was, letting her frustrations out. And I understand that. But I felt sorry for her. I felt bad. So my irritation began to subside and empathy began to come in. So I began to say, ma'am, excuse me. I am so sorry for what's going on with you right now. I'm so sorry the way things are turning out for you at this point in time in your life. I'm so sorry that you're having to go through so many hoops just to get this thing done. Let me see what I can do. Let me see who I can reach out to. Let me see who I can call. And I felt good about it because she began to cry. Sobbing. And that caught me off guard because I wasn't expecting her to start crying. And so I was like, wow. So she was talking about, how not only did she lose her job, but she's losing her home. She lost possession of her kids. I didn't get into the hows and the whys and what's going on in your world, what's going on in your life, but I was just listening. She has this major surgery coming up that's really, really bothering her. She's on edge, and she can't get her unemployment. I began to empathize with her because I was in a situation before, not too long ago, where my unemployment was denied by my past job. So I knew what she was going through, and I know how she felt. And I wanted to be there for her at that point. And this is the life that we're in right now. I mean, there's so much turmoil in everybody's life. Everybody is dealing with something. Somebody is always struggling. Somebody is dealing with something. No matter how good it may look on the outside, that inside is screwed up. So I know we can take this lesson and go so far with it. One of God's commandments. Simple, right? Love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. Don't judge thy neighbor. Don't criticize thy neighbor. Don't hate. Don't ignore. And don't look down upon somebody that's going through something that you might not be going through at the time of your life, in the season of your life. If you're on a high season right now, and if you're in the highs, humble yourself. Learn to be more humble about where you are in your life. Don't look down on somebody else because they're going through bad times. I wanted to help that lady. I wanted to do the best that I can to get her the help that she needed. So I showed up for her. the best way I could. And I got her someone that she can actually talk to. And she was so appreciative. And I didn't do it for that. I did it because I could relate, and I was proud of myself because I started off irritated up the wall. But I had to think about it, and I had to bring myself down to actually hear her out. Even though she was going in on me because I represent the company, I understood where she was coming from. And that's what we have to do more. We have to understand where someone else is coming from. We can't be so narrow-minded. So many of us have these blinders on like a horse, that we don't see what's on either side of us. We just go straight down the middle. Open up your eyes. Stop being so narrow-minded. Because it can happen to any of us. Like I said, I went through the same thing not too long ago. So I knew, and I'm by myself. She has children that she's trying to get back. She has a house that she's about to lose. And God knows what else is going on in her life. But love thy neighbor. Stop judging. Be there. Show up. We need to show up more for each other. Whether I know you or not, whether you're a stranger or a friend, we need to try to show up for each other more. And that's what I got out of that. So I hope you got some out of it too. Have a good day.